All right, moving on to number 11, we have a public hearing regarding the establishment of speed limits and the installation of speed limit signs on the following roads. Curtis Road, the entire length, 30 miles per hour, and Kyle Road, the entire length, 35 miles per hour. It is 10:04 a.m. Public hearing is now open. Would anybody like to speak on these?
I would like to add something that I forgot. Kyle Road, my in-laws lived in the home we lived in many, many years ago, and you rarely saw a car. Now, since I moved here, I can't exactly tell you where, but I guess where it goes to Riley Road and it goes off to some neighborhood. So this is like in the mornings and in the afternoons. It's the people going to work. They're the ones that are flying by. We've had a whole lot of extra traffic because of the Renaissance Fair. Those people go slow. But it is the morning commuters that just fly down the road. And we have some frequent flyers that I have license plate numbers of. But so I would like to see it be 30. And maybe it'll slow them down even a little bit more. Thanks.
Thank you.
Discussion with Kyle Road and also Curtis Road. Towards Kyle Road, we do have a lot of traffic there, especially during Renaissance and GPS. It's compounded that problem. It's a nightmare for the people that live out in that area with using Kyle Road and Riley Road. So we had to talk about a speed limit for Kyle, and we actually discussed this, and we took a lot of time and came up with 35 miles an hour, simply because there's a lot of traffic. And we lowered it. That could be kind of half the problem. Keep our traffic flowing. So that's what 35 miles an hour is talking about. Nancy, do you have any opinions on this? Anything changed since we talked last?
No, just the same old disclaimer. Define the great, but enforcement.
What there's no speed limit right now established, and that's like a lot of our roads. And sometimes you got to start with something and then see what the outcome is. So you can start at 35, and then if you get the enforcement scheme that stop signs, just let everybody know it's not going to make it. And then you can always increase it or decrease it if you give it time. Just establish themselves, which means the most important thing that constables and sheriff department that's what they go enforce.
Brian, do you have any thoughts on this and the speeding on that particular road?
Commissioner, I'm familiar with both portions of Kyle, and I think she made an excellent point. Statutorily, she said the word residential. 30 is an appropriate speed in a residential area. On the fact that there's speeders on that road, we do have individuals in the sheriff's office that would be more than glad to come out there and assist.
And I have seen a few, and also the constables I've requested from both, and they have been out there. Unfortunately, they're out there in the middle of the day when there's speeders on there.
If they're not out there, it's not please let us know. It's important that that's you. The truth is that's a small little road. So if you're battling between 30 and 35, I would take a recommendation. I think 30 is more appropriate speed for that road.
Well, at this point, if we can't change it without starting the process all over again.
Is that correct or incorrect? Do you know, Liz? In other words, we've advertised, we have a public hearing to establish speed limit on Kyle Road at 35 miles per hour. Is it within can this court, when we get to number 12, can we make it 30, or would we have? Okay, I'll let you look at that for a second.
I know once we establish it, then we'll have to repost it for 2 more weeks to let everybody know that we've adopted it. So maybe that gets you by. But
I will say this. We've had Kyle Road has been a very active area. I mean, even going back several months when we had the dump trucks running up and down Kyle Road.
They still do.
They still do.
Oh yeah.
Not just running down the road, flying down the road.
Yes.
I agree. It really is going to take a multi-pronged approach just a few days ago, I received an email, and right now, without the email in front of me, I can't remember who I received it from. But it was, again, highlighting the difficulties that's being experienced right now with the Renaissance Festival underway. And now everybody's got GPS. Everybody sees how bad the traffic is backed up, and then they see where, we can go this way.
Yeah.
And even people who live in that area off of Riley, who are can't get onto 1774, and even with traffic control at that intersection, they're not getting onto 1774. I actually saw somebody tweeted the other day, I wish Waller County would use all their tax revenue from the Renaissance Festival to expand 1774. Okay. Several problems with that. One, the Renaissance Festival is not in Waller County. Two, 1774 is a state FM road, not a county road, unfortunately. But we have there's a lot of traffic, and I think it's going to take, setting the speed limits, enforcement. I think key to that too is, like you said, and it's a good point, enforcement during the right times.
Yeah.
Because it's not so much that individual who gets pulled over that you're giving a ticket to, but it's also everybody who drives by there and sees somebody that's been pulled over and giving a ticket and knows, okay, they're starting to enforce on this road, especially during the morning commute or afternoon commute. So
now I will say this. And it's one of those ironic, I don't know how you describe it, but it never fails that the person that calls and says, hey, we need the sheriff or the constable out here to enforce their speeders. The person who called is the first person that gets pulled over. So,
it won't be me, I'm old and retired.
you're the one that called.
I've warned all my neighbors what I'm doing, so.
I have a question. Do we, and this probably was really for Brian, do we ever use those portable things that you drive and it shows you what's
Yeah, it shows the
going
speed
to
limit.
slow down?
No, ma'am.
do we even know?
That road's in there.
It seemed to work.
And again, remember, as far as choosing the speed, the lanes are only a little over 10 feet wide each lane, and the average lane is 12. And then, of course, there's no shoulders. It's straight to the muddy ditches.
Okay. Liz, do we need to stall more time?
No, I think you can just leave.
Yeah, we can.
Well,
Well, we're still on the public hearing. Anyone else have anything else to say on the public hearing? Okay. It is 10:12 a.m. and we will now close the public hearing and move on to number 12. I have a motion and a second. Are we doing it the way it's stated? Okay. All right, so I have a motion and a second to discuss and take action to approve the establishment of speed limits and installation of speed limit signs on the following roads: Curtis Road, entire length 30 miles per hour; Kyle Road, entire length 30 miles per hour. Any discussion? And I guess, if for any reason, Liz, if you find later, then we just can put it. We've already had the public hearing. We could just put this on a future agenda, could we not? Or I guess you have to have the public hearing and you don't have to have the action item necessarily right at the same time. So maybe if we had to put it on the agenda next week and make it 35. Okay. All right. Any other discussion on 12? Hearing no further discussion, then all in favor of 12, raise your right hand. All opposed? 12 carried.